Right, should we do it then?
Yeah, let's do it. Cool. Here we go. Can I introduce you, Pete? Because I feel like you've been gone for long enough now that I feel like I need to.
I mean, I've literally been gone for 2 weeks.
No, but it's quite a big
We're
deal.
acting like I've been on sabbatical.
I feel like you have. Welcome
I'm always the daddy.
to Staying Relevant, the podcast hosted by two best friends. Now, it's been a tough couple of weeks. There's been only one best friend on this podcast, but now we are rejoined by Daddy Wicks. He is back from his sabbatical. He's back from his midlife crisis.
Yeah, I mean, we'll get onto that in a minute because the midlife crisis thing, which I listened to, was not very nice or kind. I will be swearing. If you don't like it, go yourself. I'm not drinking because I'm in a lot of pain, very tired, and I'm trying not to drink as much at the minute.
Silence. Pure silence. Everyone's confused. Everyone's panicking.
Everyone is confused. So this is the main episode, which is on Monday. You can watch that
I nearly said Wednesday.
You can watch that on Friday on YouTube, and then the bonus episode will be out on Thursday, which you can watch on Sunday, which makes it... Monday. Yeah, I know, we're all scared of me, aren't we?
Thursday,
yeah.
Friday.
Fucking do it. Monday, Thursday, Friday, Sunday.
Please don't hurt us.
I listened to that as well, yes, yeah. People aren't scared of me, are you?
No.
And it's not annoying. It's not annoying at all, and I will continue to do it. In fact, it's Monday, Thursday, Friday, Sunday. Fuck yourselves. All right? Fuck yourselves. How's that for a fucking ick, Zara? Whilst we're on the subject of Zara, big round of applause for Zara.
She really tried her best.
And she did amazingly. Actually, to the
She's
point.
okay.
To the point where I was hoping that it was going to be her here and not you.
See, the problem is that we were genuinely sitting there going, if I left and Zara joined and with you...
Oh, it would fly.
The numbers would go up.
It would absolutely fly. Also, make sure you follow us on Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat and YouTube. Snappy C.
Snappy C.
Are we still doing Snappy C?
But we have followers.
Yeah, and
nice.
Keep following us and like and review. Do some reviews. We haven't had reviews for a while. Sam, you like to read. You've had your hair highlighted.
I have.
God, it looks awful.
I know. Do you know what? I actually realised that it didn't look great because the sides are still really, really brown.
It looks like you've got 3 haircuts on one head.
Oh, do you know what? There's a really bad video that got put out on TikTok. I actually put it on my Instagram story, right? And I'm hugging this young girl and she's so sweet. The only thing I can see is this. I've actually got a bald patch.
Yeah, I haven't been lying about it.
No, I know, but like it's the first thing I saw when I looked at that video.
That's what I mean by you've got 3 haircuts. You're kind of Jake Paul at the front, Friar Tuck at the back, and I'm not really sure what's happening at the sides there.
He's back. Peter Wicks is back, baby.
Missed me. Yeah, I am back. I've had a fabulous holiday. My one actual proper holiday had nothing to do with anyone whilst I was away. It was fucking brilliant. Didn't answer any phone calls.
I was just about to say, you didn't answer one of my phone calls, and I called him a lot.
Didn't reply to anything. Didn't just had a fabulous time riding motorbikes up and down mountains, and it was great.
I call it a midlife crisis, personally.
Well, I'm not midlife yet.
We not? When are you expecting to die?
Like 80?
Fucking hell.
Yeah, unlikely, but why are we all shaking our heads?
Yeah, shoot for the stars.
Why are we all shaking our heads? Everyone's got a dream. Actually, talking of age and being 80, I was, obviously I've been across Europe and spent a lot of time in Italy and that. I've decided what my goal in life is.
Oh, can I guess?
Yeah.
Okay, own your own bike store.
No.
Okay.
I just want to be the old Italian man that wears a suit every day and sits and has coffee and drinks wine in fucking Venice, Rome, like places like that. I'm not even joking you. I saw some of the coolest men I've ever seen in my life.
And you don't even know what they're doing.
They're just on their own. They're just old, dressed in beautiful fucking suits, just sitting there drinking espressos. Yeah, they all smoke like cigars. Like I don't know. That's basically my dream.
It's our dream then.
No, you couldn't do that.
That's our dream.
Well, you couldn't do that.
Whatever dream you have, I'm joining.
Well, no, you can't. You cannot.
Why?
Because the whole point, the best part of the past 2 weeks is that I've found peace. Which I realise I've been lacking for about 6 years. And coincidentally, that ties in with the amount of time I've known you. All right?
Mate, you can't say that.
I went back and found some peace in life. I sat silently on my own for long periods, which was wonderful. I had a lot of long periods of just being on the bike, wasn't even listening to music at points. 8 hours a day of just...
silence.
and it was magical. Fucking magical.
But now he's back, baby.
Now I'm back.
The chaos resumes.
I've been back. I literally got back last night, and I've been back for. What have I spent with you now? 25 minutes.
Yeah.
And I'm fed up. I'm fed up already.
I'm having the best time ever.
So anyway, I think this is the bit where you're going to lead because you're going to tell me what I did.
Here we go.
Sam's jumper, just in case we don't know what the lighting's about. I know he's come in a full colour-coordinated outfit of sort of teal green.
Yeah. It's teal.
Yeah, okay. The jumper, let's just show everyone.
Okay, I've got a stain on it, and I forgot I had a stain on it.
But Sam wore this to a job the other week. Why are you pouring at it?
I'm trying to scratch it off,
You
whatever
can't
it is.
scratch it. It's a stain. It's a stain.
I forgot I had
Doesn't
it.
scratch off. But why have you not washed it since last time you wore it?
Because
last time I said to you, that's a huge stain and you had to take it off for the pictures because you looked like a grubby little scruff.
Yeah.
And now you've turned up in it again.
Actually, that's the last time I saw you as well.
Yeah, it was. Have you changed since?
I don't know. I feel like I've literally worn the exact same outfit I wore
Have you
last week.
literally just been wearing that and the occasional football kit?
Do you know what? I genuinely thought, I was like, I'm going to dress quite cool for Pete's re-arrival.
What, and then you change your mind?
No, I was like, I'm going to wear the cargos, just look quite dressed down, pretty cool.
Yeah,
and I did forget about
You've not managed it.
Yeah. I feel like I did morph into Pete when you were gone a little bit, mate. I've
listened to the podcast and you didn't.
No, but okay, not audibly, visually.
Visually?
Yeah, I wore really nice black shirts.
You just wore a black shirt.
Yeah, but it was like smart.
Yeah, but what did you have on underneath? Washed out chinos and Chelsea
I
boots?
did have the watch out chinos and Chelsea. It's exactly what I was wearing.
Yeah. Of course, like, it's ridiculous.
I've bought a new pair of chinos, actually.
Have you?
Yeah, I have.
Okay, why?
Yeah. Well, just because you always mug me off for mine, so I've now bought a new pair.
You've had them since boarding school.
Since I've known you.
You've literally had them since boarding school, and it looks horrendous. You used to go to the polo in them.
I did. He remembers.
Anyway, go on then. Tell me what I did.
So Pete has been on a bike tour around Europe. He's been off the grid.
Way off the grid.
It's been hard to contact the man, put it that way. The only thing I'll ever get is I'll sometimes reply to a story, be like, looks amazing, dude. Absolutely love it and I miss you. And he'll literally reply with just thumbs up.
No, that's not true.
Emoji.
When Sam was having his big moment whilst I was away, I sent him a good luck message.
He did. Oh, no, he did. He sent me a good luck message for the football.
I had to basically climb a tree to get signal because I was in the Dolomite Mountains at the time.
And he actually has been putting up quite a few posts on the gram. I don't know if anyone's seen this. There's been a lot of action on Pete's Instagram. Really scenic.
People have enjoyed the journey.
My favourite one was the burnt face. Even my sister fucking replied to it, which was a little
Your
bit
sister
weird.
said saucy.
I know. I couldn't understand. I was like, what are you doing?
It was golden hour. So the eyes were eyesing.
The eyes were eyesing. And do you know what's so weird? It's not even a nice photo. As in, you look nice. It's blurry. You haven't even taken a good photo. He's got 400 comments. I would kill for that. 400 comments. Louise, ooh, saucy. Tony Bellew, oh, behave yourself, handsome fucker. Yeah. He's ended it with a yeah. Tony Bellew, like Britain's scouse hard man, has ended it with a yeah, right? And then an emoji with heart eyes. And then a clapping hands emoji, and then a sideways smiley face. So Tony's suddenly become this like really weird fanboy of Pete.
Well, no, he's not suddenly because me and Tony had a night out.
What? Oh, when you had that job?
Yeah, absolute blind.
Oh, there's so much to talk about, actually. There's so much. And then I wish my burnt looked this brown. I got a tan from the fringe light. And it's just like everybody just standing over a blurred photo of Pete.
What's stunning?
My favourite thing, though, about Pete's Instagram is you can take the man out of the studio, but you can't take the studio out of the man. The captions were still giving...
I did all right with captions, didn't I?
Shit got cold.
It was fucking freezing.
And the best thing is, for some reason, for a man who swears so much, he asterisked the I, as in like, oh, I don't want the kids to see.
And do you know why
on
that
this
is?
podcast going, you fucking pricks.
It's because I was told that I swear too much.
So we've asterisked one letter. Burnt to fuck, but we move.
Did I put that?
You did.
Oh God, that is bad.
You've done a nice one, Italy, with an Italian flag. Fair enough. That's more in keeping with sort of like Pete. That's the kind of person who gets bullied by kids at his home. Like, you know, when they put it on Facebook and they just like, there's no description. It's just you in Italy, and it goes Italy. Me in Italy.
I mean, listen, I had a fabulous time. I actually. Daddy Pete came into action on one of the nights. I actually did the numbers game with a load of bikers.
Sorry, I was just looking at Pete. Said day one on road trip with mum and dad. That guy does look scarily like you.
Right, okay, actually, let's go on to that one. So, mum and dad, who came to the podcast who you've all met, Matt and Vicky.
Lovely couple.
Absolutely fucking amazing. So I do all these tours and bits with them. So I put up that picture, and the comments underneath, I'm baffled by how thick you all are, for a start.
I actually think it's your dad.
Yeah.
He looks younger than you.
Yeah, and they're also some of the comments. I see where you get your looks from now. Woof. Like as if that's actually my mum and dad. And then some people saying, that's not your dad. He looks younger than you. Sad you didn't get the genes.
But having said didn't get the genes. Oh no, the genetic malfunction.
And we're all the same age, me, Vic and Matt.
Are you?
Yeah.
That's what no drinking does to a man then. Wow.
Wow.
He looks unreal.
He does drink though.
Oh, does he?
Yeah, he does. Well, only really sort of when he's with me. Everyone's kind of forced to drink with me.
Well, actually, that sort of leads me quite nicely onto the next phase. I don't know how this got taken. I don't even know how this has ended up on my phone. But someone from your group has videoed you on a night out with your biker gang, right? And you're playing...
Can we stop calling them the gang?
You're the gang. They're the gang. The team, your biker team. Your biker squad. Your biker squad.
Friends?
Your biker friends. Okay.
Okay.
You're out there with his biker friends, right?
Team squad.
He's with his biker squad, and he's somehow got. I mean, and he showed me a photo of all these guys. Like they all look pretty sketchy, like scary, not like sketchy. They look like lovely but guys and girls panicking, but like. In the photos that Pete showed me of like all of their squad together, like they do look like hard men and women, right? He's somehow taken these team out, right? And he's played the numbers game with them on a night out.
Sorry. Let me stop you there. The numbers thing is not a game. It's for safety. All right, you don't play the numbers game.
It's not funny. It's not cool.
It's fucking serious. It's so we don't lose people.
Yeah, it's not a joke.
It's not a game.
Well,
don't disrespect it. Like
this is Pete with his biker squad. Oh God, they're like proper old men.
4, 5.
Trev, classic Trev.
10.
11. God, they all sound miserable. You know when you get forced to do something, you're like, for fuck's sake, who is this guy?
I literally, we met in the lobby. That was in Italy. We'd just been to the beach because we got there early. So we went to the beach and had a few beers and at the beach. And then we were going to, I had met a waitress who had advised me that there was a bar open. So I said to him, right, well, we're going to meet downstairs then. And I stopped them all as we were leaving the hotel and went, wait. Let's not lose anyone because we don't know exactly where we're going. So we're going to do the numbers thing. So I'm 1, this is 2, this is 3, 4. And they all literally were like, is this fucking guy for real?
Yeah. These like 50-year-old men who ride Harleys going 7, 7, and then someone goes 8, or then someone goes 10. It's like Pete's like, no, where's 8? He's like, for fuck's sake.
But no, we had a really good time. Got some people. I mean, this is quite bad. So bear in mind that you've got quite a big group, and we're all riding a lot. Like the days are fucking heavy. You've got a lot of mileage to cover, and you're going through some pretty twisty roads, and do you know what I mean? You need to be on a level. I obviously like a drink. Some people don't drink, but they do if I'm there.
Oh, guys like me. That's literally the poor them.
But I also know that what I can handle. So I was drinking a lot less than I normally would.
So 10 Guinnesses per hour.
But on one of the days, 4 people didn't ride. They had to spend an extra few hours in bed and didn't leave with the group and had made their own way there because they were so rough in the morning.
Jesus.
And they all blamed it on me and went to Gary, the tour leader, and said, Pete got us pissed last night. I don't think I can ride.
Did you get talking to?
Yeah, and I said, fuck off.
I don't believe that.
No, I 100% did, because I was like, listen, they're fucking grown men. Do you know what I mean? I'm not forcing anyone to drink. I didn't hold you down. Why are you looking like that? I don't,
Yeah. Terrifying, Pete.
Sorry,
I don't.
Also, just stop with this terrifying. Since when have you lot been fucking scared of me?
I'm not, I swear, Pete.
Like, honestly, I fucking heard that. No one's scared. Why would you be scared of me?
Because he raises his voice like that.
Why are you scared of me?
Yeah. What the fuck, man?
But yeah, it was fucking amazing. Got lost at one point.
Oh, tell him about the time you had to. Pete was the guy. You were team leader.
Yeah.
The hero.
So basically, what happens when you ride in a group is you have to do what it's called the buddy system. So, yeah, it's a nice name for it. And that means that you have to do drop-offs. So if there is not a drop, it means you just go straight.
Yeah.
So that effectively means that when you come to... Because if you get split up with traffic or slower riders or whatever else, at the next junction or the next time you have to turn off a road, someone should wait to signal where you're going.
Yeah. That's a big job, fucking hell. I'd get that wrong.
But whoever it is, yeah, you...
Yeah, right.
would be a nightmare. No, what I mean by that is you have to wait, you have to stop. So if you're a long way, if you've got some slower riders or people have been held up or held at traffic lights or whatever else, you basically continue straight until you see a drop. And that will be someone has stopped their bike to signal which way to go, and then you will join up again. Someone had missed the drop on the motorway, which meant that the 4 people in front of me had continued going down the motorway. That I knew as soon as that had happened, because I was on comms, that we'd gone the wrong way. So I called Matt and I was like, we've gone the wrong way, haven't we? And he was like, yep, you've gone the wrong way. You're going under the mountain now, which is an 18-kilometre tunnel, which you can't get off of. So when you get to the other side, you'll have to come back the other way. Fine, okay. The other 4 people weren't on comms. They're not on the comms with the thing. So they didn't know that we were going the wrong way. So I then had to speed up and get round them to stop them and go, follow me, follow me, follow me. Put them into a service station. Then realised that it was 2.5 hours to get back because they'd closed the road.
Oh, no.
So I called Matt again. I had no sat-nav and said, well, we're fucked. He went, well, you're going to have to go over the mountain. You're going to have to lead them over the mountain.
It's like the Fellowship in Lord of the Rings. I can't get my head around it. Yeah, it's literally going through the Red Horn Pass.
Because we had a train to catch. We had to get the bikes on a rickety old train, like a rickety where you drive it up onto it and it fucking shakes. That's another fucking story. So anyway, so I had to lead them over this fucking mountain, which was icy, wet, cobbled hairpins. I felt a lot of pressure. Awful lot
But he got through it.
But listen, I stepped up.
Set out some mark. Like Gandalf.
Stepped up. But yeah, it was amazing. Anyway, I feel like I'm the only one that cares about the bike trip, so I feel like we should probably...
Well, I don't know. I was engrossed just then.
I
I'm
feel
going
like
to be
we should
honest.
probably move on from that. But yeah, it was fucking amazing. Oh, I did embarrass myself at one point.
And we love hearing this. Go on, what you got?
Yeah, no, you're going to love this one. I dropped my bike.
What does that mean?
It means that I forgot to put the side stand down and just dropped it on the floor.
Oh, fuck, mate. Was it expensive?
What, the bike?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's quite expensive. It didn't really damage it because I sort of laid it down gently. I'm a gentle dropper. But yeah, in front of everyone.
And what is that like? Is that like a cardinal sin in the biker squad?
It's basically like everyone does it, but you're effectively a knob.
Yeah.
So that was fun.
You're such a biker.
We had a breakdown. We had someone nearly went into a wall.
Everyone pretending to care.
Yeah.
Everyone's sitting there going, let's hear Pete's biker stories right now.
Because they're scared, yeah, okay. No, it was fucking amazing. I mean, it's one of them you had to be there, but yeah, it was good. We did some amazing rows. Grossglockner, which is one of the top 10 roads in Europe. We did the Dolomites.
That is sick.
Mountains.
And you know what?
We did
Your
the Alps.
Instagram stories are amazing. I will give you that.
But I'll stop boring you now because I imagine no one is still listening to the podcast.
You did almost have to be there, to be fair, like what Pete
I
said.
think you did have to be there.
My favourite is when Pete went, you're never going to guess what happened. I was like, oh my God, what happened? I fucking embarrassed myself. What? I dropped my bike. No way.
Anyone that rides a bike will be going, oh! And everyone else is going, what?
Yeah.
Anyway, that's that.
More importantly, Pete is back. And that's what I think we've really missed. It's the energy. It's the energy of a man not
I don't
wanting
think
to be
anyone has ever missed my energy.
No, but it's
I think, Charlotte, I don't know why you're putting your little baby hand up, because that paw does not signal that you've missed my energy.
It's the energy.
No one misses my energy.
They do. It's the energy of not wanting to be here that we've missed. You know, there was too much joy. You know, when you were gone, there was too much, like, I can't wait to do this. And actually, I've realised now that you just need that person to bring everyone, just be like, no, you're being an idiot.
Do you want to hear a weird story?
We'd love to.
So when I was in Tuscany, I was stopped in the street by a guy who went, I cannot believe I've seen you.
That is kind of wild, to be fair.
I met Sam on Carnaby Street last week. And now I've met you, and I'm your biggest fan, and I love the podcast. And he showed me a picture of you and him on Carnaby Street the week before. And then in Tuscany, he bumped into me in the fucking street.
That is mad. That is wild.
How weird is that? Also, there was another girl in Tuscany who we stayed in this really lovely little, basically, again, top of the mountain in Tuscany, this little village thing. It's all fucking cobbled and it's beautiful and fucking lovely. Really nice holiday place. A girl had been following my stories and had heard that I was heading to Tuscany and had called round all of the hotels in Tuscany to find out where the bikers were staying, because there was 30 of us on Harleys, so it's like, do you know what I mean? Like, you hear us coming. She then waited at the hotel with her boyfriend and her mum and dad.
With a sign. That is the most groupie thing I think I've ever heard. Also, you can hear them coming. So literally they're sitting there, they're like, oh my God, you can hear him. And then Pete, like the hero hears, and they're like, I can hear him.
Quite a few people said they love the podcast. Another woman and her boyfriend and mum and dad who sat there having dinner, and she got very excited. She loves Sam. And
we've gone global.
Yeah.
We're global motherfuckers.
Same in Austria, Germany, a lot of places.
Guten Tagen.
Yeah, really weird. And it's very strange, actually. A Brazilian man, very odd this, who was touring Europe for the summer, listens to our podcast from Sao Paulo.
Fucking yes. Always wanted to go to Brazil. Mate, we should go to Brazil.
And I was like, what? Just very odd.
Budgie smugglers. Rio Beach, what's it called? Copacabana Beach, budgie smugglers, sick.
How have we gone to that?
And we'll literally.
How did I mention Brazil when you went straight to budgie smugglers?
Because I feel like that's just what we do, isn't it?
Carnival.
Yeah, mate, Carnival. We should go to Brazil. We should take Staying Relevant.
There's one reason I'd love to go to Brazil.
The chicas.
The women. Anyway, enough of the bike shit. Job done. Let's get on to more important things. Sam did Soccer Aid. Now, I know that's not news that I'm sharing, although I've made it sound like it is. I wasn't there for it.
Really upset about that, by the way.
Very, very sad. So the wonderful Zara filled in, but I have been keeping up to date with watching clips of training, of you doing question and answer things with Jill Scott, of you just randomly running around training pitches trying to get people to talk to you. And I didn't watch the full thing because it's boring, but I did watch the highlights from the game.
Pete, watch the highlights. They're not great.
There weren't many. I'll be honest with
it's
you.
It's a big squad, okay? You have to get rotated.
But you did a solid half an hour.
I got 40 minutes.
Was it 40 minutes?
I got 40 minutes. Just before we get started, actually, I did try and guilt trip Pete into not going on his trip and staying.
I was just about to say, right, I genuinely, and I would have been there, because I had, by the way, motherfuckers, all right? Why are you not there, sports fan? Because I'm on fucking holiday.
He's on holiday.
All right? I'm on fucking holiday. All right, I've had this book for a long time. I'm not cancelling my fucking adventure across Europe to go and watch that fucking piece of shit play football for 40 minutes. All right? So why are you not there to support him? Why the fuck were you not there? You weren't on holiday, were you?
I would have been there to support you, Pete.
No, you... Sorry. At what point would you have been there for me?
I would have been there.
No, you wouldn't.
I would have been there
No,
cheering
you wouldn't.
you on.
No, you wouldn't.
I literally said to Pete just before he went, as in like 2 days before he went, for some reason thinking he might change his mind. I went, it'd just be so nice to have you there. And Pete was like, yeah, sorry, man. can't do it. I genuinely thought he might change his plans.
Can I just point out, I never actually have time for myself.
That's
all
a
right?
very good
And
point.
I never do things. How often do I change things for you?
Mate, all the time.
Right.
Well, I've got to give him that, but all the time.
The one time that I go, no, this is for me. I need this. I need this.
I need
He
this.
still tries to guilt trip me, but then you lot try and guilt trip me into why I wasn't there. Fuck you. I was on holiday.
He needed it. He did need it. And to be fair, I wasn't expecting him, but I half was weirdly. But
Well,
you were
I made the
missed.
mistake of a few years ago, was just turning up to Sam's birthday as a surprise. So now, every time I say I'm not doing something, Sam waits and thinks that I'm going to surprise him again.
I genuinely
I
do.
did it once, and it will not happen again. All right? That was a one-time thing.
It's weird how I really care, though. I'm literally sitting there going, like, I really want Pete there. I'm a 31-year-old man.
Well, I genuinely, as well, I put up a post on the Sunday, and I had no signal and no Wi-Fi in the place I was staying. So I walked about a mile to another hotel to use their Wi-Fi, and I had to wait until the post uploaded, just saying, I wish you the best of luck. So I do care, I do think of you, and I wish I hadn't, because you were shit.
Oh, no!
Yeah, it's not what it says on the cue cards, but that's because I didn't write these this week. No, shit is a strong word. You were missing, I think.
What do you mean missing? I was making runs.
Yes, without the ball
Yeah, but you've got to make runs.
and in the wrong direction on most occasions. I'm going to be honest with you. Sam told me, listen, I'm fucking quite good at football.
I'm all right.
And I'll be honest with you, he is a lot better than I thought he was going to be. Because I've seen him doing bits and bobs and in the train. I did watch a lot of the training elements that they did. You didn't feature in any of them.
I was injured.
And this is what I was about to get onto. Who would have thought Sam would be injured? Sam, who's always just the fit bit of health, there's never anything wrong with him, does half a day's training, gets fucking injured, then spends the majority of the time in the therapy room.
I did.
By the majority, I mean all of it.
Yeah,
According to Tony, who I've spoken to, he said that you were constantly in there and you literally went out, ran around and then went, oh, I've twinged something.
Tweaked.
And then went back in and just sat there with a little boot on, talking to people and showing them pictures on your phone. That's literally what you did. To the point where they called it Sam's room.
I know, they call the physio room the Sam room. And I found that really nice.
But no, you didn't do. I mean, I was really hoping when they did the penalty shootout that you were going to step up.
I was going to do that.
Because I saw you there and I thought, I fucking hope he steps up for this because I would love to see Sam under pressure. Did you? No.
I was in the therapy room at that point.
No, you weren't. You
was.
stood right there.
No, I was in the physiotherapy
No,
room.
the one that they recorded for the actual thing.
Yeah.
And then when it was sudden death, see, I did watch it. I thought, right, they must go through the other players now. Sam,
No, they do the same people.
No, it was the same people.
Yeah.
Did you not want to step up?
No, I did. I'll tell you as to what happened, right? So day one, I think I came on a bit too strong, actually, on Soccer Aid. I'm going to be
Oh, that surprises us all as well.
yeah. I actually thought of you at one point. I went, fuck, Pete's going to tell me. If Pete were here, he'd be like, calm the fuck down.
Talking about that, I believe Alex Scott actually said on the fucking show, oh, he's a lot, isn't he?
No way.
I'm not even joking you.
She actually?
Yeah, someone
Oh, no.
said to me, even the presenter can't stand him. I'm not even joking you. I think, did she interview you?
Do you know what? Yeah, she did when I came off
I think she went, what? It's a lot, isn't he?
Do you know what? I rocked up an hour early. Right, I made sure my car was early to take me down to Champneys.
Which, by the way, he never does.
Before anyone had turned up, right? I was the first person to turn up to Soccer Aid training. I waited at the front gate because I was like, I need to make friends. Like, I need to like people to like me. So, like, as they turn up in their car, I'm literally at the front gate going, "Hi, Sam, lovely to meet you. This is so exciting."
Can I ask what? And I know this is not to do with Soccer Aid, and this might be a little bit too deep for this podcast.
Yeah.
We
love deep.
What is your need for people to like you? Where does that start?
I just know I can come across a bit strong, so I wanted to get ahead of it.
So you think I'll go stronger?
Yeah, almost. I was just like, do you know what?
Why do you need people to like
Do you know, for that specific occurrence. I think it was an insecurity of genuinely not thinking I belong there. Like, mate, you know, the Soccerade is celeb. Like, it is the fucking creme de la creme.
It did used to be, yeah.
No, mate, Tom Hiddleston. You come on. All jokes aside, like for someone like
There's
me,
there's amazing people. And do you know what? Especially for you as well, like being a big Chelsea fan, Frank Lampard,
Mental.
Hazard, like fucking, like I do 100% get what you're saying.
Mate, Frank Lampard. When I greeted Frank at the gates, I actually was getting
First
ushered
name
in.
terms.
Well, yes, I messaged him and he replied, so that's another thing to talk about. But whilst I was at the gates, Frank was like one of the last people to turn up, and they were trying to usher me in, and they were like the like people who were like taking us around were like, Sam, you need to come in now. And I was like, no, I need to wait for Frank. And so he turns up. I have a crowd of people around me trying to get me inside.
Frank!
And I literally shouted as he's walking up the driveway, going, Frank, Gaffer, because he was the manager. And I ran at him, gave him a massive hug, and he was literally like, fuck me, I thought it was an act. He literally, because he had watched The Jungle and he went, God, you are actually like that. And I was like, no, it's only when I'm excited. I was like, it's only when I'm excited, I promise you.
It's not.
I literally, I beckoned him in, and then I made a speech. Bear in mind, I've never met any of these people.
You made a speech to all of them?
Yeah. Like, just want to say how excited I am to be here.
I mean, listen, obviously you are very relevant. You won The Jungle and everyone knows who you are, but some of them, I presume, won't.
A lot of them didn't.
So I imagine they thought that this was potentially a competition winner.
Mate, at one point when I was at the start, when I was at the gates, I don't think they thought I was participating. I thought they thought that I was just like someone who was like a fan who has made his way there.
Yeah.
And then I went into the changing room. This is the best thing ever. My name in the changing room, on the right of me, Tom Hiddleston. On the left of me, Gary Cahill and Stewie Broad. Loveliest guy as well. And that was like an unbelievable thing. And then, I wanted to tell you this for so long. So I didn't realise this, but in sport, right, you wear something called briefs.
Yes.
Right? Oh, okay. Fine, I didn't know this. So they're like little wire fronts.
Yeah.
Right? And this is the coolest thing. We all just, like all of us as a team, put these briefs on, and it was the most awesome experience. You know when like it's that thing where you go, fuck, we're bonding. Like,
Okay.
That's how it felt. I was
right.
like, we're all just getting changed. It's so laddie. And it's like that whole changing room ethic, like vibe, where you're literally just like...
I believe a lot like the bike thing, people are now bored of that.
It was just, you know what I mean? The experience of being in the locker room, right? And then putting on the briefs. And I know it is a bit boring, but like it just, for me, that was when I stood there going, this is the coolest thing ever. And then there was a speech made. Tom Hiddleston and Frank Lampard made a speech, and I literally nearly wept. It was the most amazing speech. Being like, we're all here, we're going to win, come on England. And we're like, come on, whilst all sat in our briefs.
So, obviously everyone has now seen it, and they've seen Soccerade, and they've seen all the stuff you and Zara did. So let's do the bits behind the scenes.
Yeah.
Then. So Champneys, did you stay there?
Yeah, we stayed there for 4 days.
Okay, so you all stayed there for 4 days. Were people having a laugh? Did they all just separate? Like,
Do you know what
tell
was
us that
amazing?
bit, because-
Okay, so... What I was really nervous about on Soccerade was
Everything.
like, well, yeah, but genuinely also like a bit like cliquey. And I was like, fuck, who the fuck am I going to speak to? Everyone was so nice.
Have you been to Champneys before?
No, never.
Lovely, isn't it?
It was absolutely, it was so beautiful. But like, look, as you say, just to be really quick on it, everyone was fucking lovely, really, really accommodating. Me and Tom Hiddleston, I cornered Tom Hiddleston for an hour on one of the evenings and literally asked him everything. And he was so polite. He went, God, you are a fan, aren't you? And I was like, yeah.
Who
love
would
Marvel.
you say you were most starstruck by?
Tom Hiddleston, Frank Lampard, both of them. Yeah,
Really?
by an absolute mile.
So that's amazing. So that was the Champneys thing, and that's the bit that we want to know. Okay, so that was the Champneys thing, amazing. Then you played the game. You obviously won. First time England won in a few years.
Yeah, 6 years.
Don't want to say that's because of you, but it's not because of you, because you just ran around erratically.
I nearly scored, mate.
No, you didn't.
I did. I left foot chipped it over check.
No,
I missed, but like I was close.
Yeah, but I think you were trying to cross it.
I was.
I saw it, Sam.
I was trying to cross
but
it.
you didn't. You got out of the way well when someone else scored.
Oh yeah, Ellen.
Yeah, it was like dodgeball.
Yeah,
that was impressive. But in the game, very good. You did really well. You did run around erratically.
Can I say one
You
thing?
spent a lot of time on the floor.
Mate, I kept on getting decked, man. Everyone was fuck. Del Piero had Del Piero on toast though, and I had Michael Essien on toast. Yeah, I did both of them. Del Piero was shouting in Italian at me. I don't know what the fuck he said, and I was like, "That's one of the coolest things ever." But what I will say, mate, just because this is something that people, if you're listening and you've always wanted to play in like that kind of setting, Bro, 5 minutes, never been more tired in my entire life.
Yeah,
I
you
thought I was
said
going
that
to
to me.
throw up on the fucking pitch.
But it's like, listen, if you don't do that sort of stuff, it just goes to show, doesn't it? Anyone plays football, rugby, and all that sort of stuff, and you're
Wild.
doing like it's different because it's like interval training, isn't it? You stop starting,
Dude, and then and also the adrenaline, and I've just no one saw this as well. Knowing you're starting, so Frank right came up to me and he says the team to you, and he comes up, puts an arm around my shoulder, and he goes, "Mate, you're starting tonight." He was like, "Don't let me down." And I was like, "Where am I starting?" He goes, "Your left wing, right?" And then he took me over to the whiteboard, right? And look, if you like football, you'll understand this is like the dream. And he started talking like tactics with me. Bear in mind, I don't know what the fuck he's saying, but like he's literally like, he's like, "Right, I need you to be bombing down here and then invert left as you come down like that." And then he goes, Theo, come over here. Walcott comes in and he goes, "Theo, tell him what," like, and then brought Jack Wilshere in, right? And he goes, "Jack, so what do you normally like to do?" And Theo goes, "So Jack likes to do a little curveball around there. So what I used to do at Arsenal is time my run and invert in." I was like, "This is fucking wild."
And then Sam's there. When I was at boarding school, what I used to do,
But it was such a cool moment,
yeah,
man.
that is quite cool.
And then like the team talk and stuff. And they're like, "Let's fucking do it." And like they put the music on and stuff. It was like one of the most amazing experiences I've ever had in my entire life. But anyway, sorry, I'm boring.
So no, it's not boring. It's not boring at all. We have just covered it already a little bit with Zara. That Roman threw you on the floor.
He fucking clattered me. That was such a foul, by the
That's
way.
a nemesis. Well, I think you went down easy.
Are you joking? He absolutely hammered me in the back.
Well, it's because he's a bigger, stronger man than you.
He's not big.
In every
I
way, shape,
absolutely
and
no,
form.
because I was so much quicker than him. And also, okay, I'll tell you one thing about
So
Roman.
much quicker. Yeah, but you can't be that quick when you're laying face down on the floor.
I bent him up like a pretzel, mate. Do you see the photo?
I'll be honest with you, mate. He got the better of you again.
No, he didn't.
So that is another point to Roman. At some point, you'll get there,
And
mate.
do you know what Roman was saying to me in training, Pete? He went, "Your boyfriend's not here now, is he?"
Who said that?
Roman. I was like, shit, he's got me there.
So what we know now is not just on a football pitch, but in life, Roman Kemp lives rent-free in
Oh, mate, yeah. Roman is now full-blown my nemesis. I'm not even a joke anymore. Like, he's literally my nemesis.
We've also got a little note here. I mean, look, in all seriousness, I think you did very well, and I'm very, very proud of you.
Thank you.
Stephen Bartlett.
2 goals. 2-goal Bartlett.
Yeah, I've got to say, you've got in here amazing. I did watch it. I don't think amazing would be the word I would use. Right place, right time, scuffed a shot, went through Tony's legs.
Tony was fucking furious.
Tony had a mare there.
Tony, right, got so into it.
He actually did all right, though.
He did.
Tony.
He
I
saved
saw
a
some
couple of really good ones.
I tell you, he was fucking pinging balls about, surprisingly. Eddie Hearn.
Every training session, right? He was like, "God, I'm feeling really quite good, actually." He was like, "I'm feeling really good." And he would just stand up front, then bang a ball up to him. He's so tall. He'd just stand
huge,
like this
isn't
with
he?
people hanging off him and just chest it down to me. And then he'd be like, "You run on and do something."
And lastly, how was Tom Grenham? Because he had
Unreal.
to you.
But yeah, he was so lovely. Tom is such a nice guy.
Yeah, we love Tom, and he's a great footballer.
He's a fucking good guy.
I rode a bike, Sam played football. That's basically this podcast.
It was so
for this
fucking
week.
cool.
But on a serious note, I'm very proud.
Thank you, mate.
Proud of you. I think you did amazingly well.
Met Robbie Williams.
And I don't care now. And to play at Stamford Bridge, which is Sam T Footy. If you want to follow Sam's Instagram about football, then please do that, because he likes to talk about Chelsea quite a lot on there, and it's great fun.
I wrote a few messages as well that you might, just want to know that they replied. I wrote a message to Frank, and he actually...
Thanks for the opportunity, big boy. Same like that sort of crap.
I said, "Hey, mate, just want to send a quick message to say what an honour it was to play under you for the past few days. A real dream come true. Thank you for being so accommodating. I was really nervous. Really felt like part of the team. You're a hero of mine, and I hope we cross paths again soon. Loads of love to Christine as well."
Okay, that was a long message.
Yeah. But my 2 best mates on there were Eddie Hearn, Stuart Broad, and obviously Tony.
Okay, that's 3.
Yeah, my 3 best
My
mates.
2 best mates were Eddie Hearn, Stuart Broad, Frank Lampard, Tom Hiddleston.
Do you want to know what Eddie said to me? You're going to love this. Eddie goes, look at me laughing at my friends. He said, give me a second. He goes, "Amazing to spend time with you, mate. I always imagined you'd become a bit annoying after a while, but you didn't."
Give it time, Eddie. Give it time. Anyway, right. So that's it for this week's podcast. I am back now. You're not getting rid of me. It will just be. I don't know where I was going with that.
It's just going to be sunshine, rainbows, and a hell of a lot of banter.
Clouds and storms on this side. So thank you for listening to Stay. Oh, no, you normally do that bit. Go on.
Thank you so much for listening to Staying Relevant. Pete is back in the building. We're back and better than ever. We have had some really, really big weeks, actually, recently. And I think we're also going to talk a little bit more about these things in the next episode as well, because there's so much to catch up on.
Yeah, there is a lot to catch up on because we've got a lot to do today because Sam and I are going on holiday tomorrow.
We are! We're going to Colorado, motherfuckers!
Yes, and yes, it's going to be intense. I have bought cowboy boots and a cowboy hat.
And so have I.
Because I am pretending that I'm on Yellowstone.
Yeah. It's going to be unreal.
So follow us on Staying Relevant Podcast, on Instagram, YouTube, Snapchat, and fucking all the other crap. Review, rate, do all that shite. Ta-da.
Can't say shite. Do all the good stuff.
Yeah, just fucking you. I mean, if you don't know by now, then you will never know, and you're obviously just a moron.
Or you just haven't found time to do it yet. So, like, take yourself over. Allocate 10 minutes. Take yourself to the Instagram.
Yes, allocate 10 minutes in your life to write a review so that Pratt can read it.
Yeah.
Anyway, ta-da.
Oh, I think that went really well.
Staying Relevant was an Insanity Studios production.